Hello and welcome to the Southern Perspective. My name is Julius Kizzee, bringing you the latest news from the University of Southern Mississippi. Now this week, SGA holds their annual elections for homecoming among all classifications, but some students find it a bit annoying to be pestered by those looking for votes. Maybe you vote, or maybe you won't, but you won't hear the end of it.
Fairly annoying when you have a lot of people coming up to you, handing out just random stuff.
Every year, the homecoming elections are sponsored by the Student Government Association, and some students are tired of getting pestered.
Sometimes I'll just be relaxing and they'll come up to me and I don't really feel like talking. They're just like, here's my name, and they'll try to persuade me.
No matter your classification or where you walk, they will find you.
It's gotten so bad that most people have to walk past them with headphones, and they have to pretend like they're on the phone so that they don't get harassed by these people.
The signs are everywhere, showcasing candidates' GPAs, campus involvements, and other significant accomplishments, but
yeah, it's really, really annoying.
The homecoming court will represent the 15,000 plus student body in the festivities and other events on campus. But first,
we're choosing a leader. Leaders are important.
You'll have to find your way to the booth. Before Southern Miss's game on Saturday at the Rock, 2 students are harassed for sitting during the national anthem. As some students return on class on Monday, they decide to take a stand for what they believe in and hope to spark a change. From Saturday to Monday, news spreads quickly on the USM campus.
I was very hurt by what happened at the game because I myself did not stand up for the national anthem. They had a separate song for the troops, and I showed my respect for the troops. So as myself, my personal opinion, I don't feel as if I should have to stand for the national anthem. So that could have easily been me.
During the playing of the national anthem before Southern Miss's 44-28 win over Rice on Saturday, 2 students decided to sit during the playing of the anthem. They were then harassed, and here we are at the fountain on Monday.
Why is it targeted just because of our skin color? That makes no sense to us. All these years we've been, targeted for no reason. That's hate. Why are you hating? Don't hate. Don't hate us. We're black. You're white. You're Mexican. You're whatever. Don't hate on us.
Not just black students, but a portion of the USM campus protests the actions of those students' aggressions. More than 120 students dressed in black attire honor Taylor and her friend in their somber nature.
So I feel like I should come out here today to be representative of those who are at the game and for people everywhere. These injustices can't go unheard.
No division, but the inclusion of the dialogue towards a solution is why they are here, along with important figures in the Southern Miss administration.
If a student is identified, then they would go through the student conduct process, and there would be a determination if there was a violation of the code of conduct, and that would be done through the Dean of Students' office.
The alleged perpetrators have not yet been identified in the case, and according to Burke, the university will take action once the alleged are found. Dr. Max Grivno showcases his research on the tales of a 130-year-old slave. Grivno presents his work on Sylvester McGee, who is alleged to be the oldest man in history while also a slave.
Tonight is about Sylvester McGee, and it is not only his history, right, the history of one man who may or may not have been 130 years old, but about what his story tells us about Mississippi's history of race and slavery and how these issues get discussed.
Grivno's research is just one of many anticipated lectures in the library this semester. Prospective high school students are visiting the University of Southern Mississippi, hoping to find their next educational stop. USM hosts Black and Gold Days twice a year, and students are finding that USM has options for their educational future. Black and Gold Day is one of 2 at Southern Miss this semester, bringing over 1,100 kids to campus. The event primarily held in the Thad Cochran Center on Saturday before the football game against Rice.
There really is something for everyone here at Southern Miss. It was my home away from home when I was here, and I want students to find their story and experience that as well.
The 1 to 4 p.m. event invites prospective students from Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, and virtually every other area in the United States. Students were able to observe student activities on the 2nd floor and the meeting of colleges and majors on the 3rd floor.
The college experience. I mean, if it's the right fit. So you got schools, bigger schools, might be better fits for some kids. Smaller schools are better. And I think for her, Southern Miss is it's just that kind of in between where it's not too big, not too small. And so it's all about the college experience and, how involved they get. That's really what's going to make a student succeed.
The second Black and Gold Tour Day will be November 5th. Thank you for watching The Southern Perspective. My name is Julius Kizzee, and I'll see you next week.